Let's see what else I've got. SpiritedAways2.als. Ah, it's very small. Okay, that's just a couple of minutes worth of chord sequencing. Let's listen to my other thingy. What's this? Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm gonna put some BFD2 drums on that sucker. I'm totally flying blind and deaf here because I'm doing this through my iMac speakers. I've got no idea if this sounds any good or if it looks okay. Really what I need is to set up a monitor on my MacBook or something that's actually streaming from Ustream and see what it looks like for the viewers. Let's try BFD2 drums. I'll show you guys BFD2 and then we'll find out if the video quality is any good. Right, so there's BFD2. Let's see. I'm going to load up a kick drum. These are all acoustic kick drums. You can preview these. These iMac speakers aren't telling me anything, but I'll do my best. Yeah, it all just sounds the same through these little speakers, so yeah, I'll go with that one. So that's the Pearl Masters kick drum. Let me see, where the hell is the MIDI for this thing? Ah, right, there's some MIDI. Let's keep going down. Okay, I seem to have lost. Where's my kick drum, damn it? Okay, there we go. Awesome. Can you guys hear that? Oh, you can. Excellent. Public chat check. Audio's priority, yes, I suppose. It's not as detailed, but we can see enough random, but cool. It's in stereo. Is it really? Damn. Okay. Well, if it's that good, then maybe this isn't such a piece of shit after all. Yeah, I guess video isn't really priority. I probably could boost bandwidth, but I'm going to start losing. I think that'd be worse because I'm already getting bandwidth peaks. I like chocolate milk. What happened to be back in a couple days? Oh, I don't know. I'm very impulsive. Drum simulator. This is mighty Ableton Live. Try using headphones to small speakers. I guess I could. I think you can plug these in to the iMac. I'm not sure. God, maybe. I'm very pissed that I can't use my sound card with this Ustream thing. It's very annoying. Okay, I'm going to keep going with this. Snare drum. Snare drum is the heart and soul of a drum kit, isn't it? Let's see. No. No. I'm trying to find a snare that'll go well in this mix. Oh, it's too big. Where's that little one? Yeah, I guess. Let's just try it. Let's try it and see where it goes. And then I'll try hi-hat. I wonder how low I can get my latency on this iMac thing. Let's see. This will be a good challenge. Live preferences audio. Okay, I've got it on 512. Shall we try 128? Let's see what happens. This could be a mistake. Jesus Christ, you got to be kidding me. That is amazing. Right, little iMac sound card is pulling its weight. Okay, back to this thing. Ah, that feels a lot better. Alright. I'm trying to lay down some drums for this Spirited Away mix here. Okay, you know what? Seriously, I can't hear anything. I've got to... I need to plug these headphones in because I can't hear a damn thing. Where's my headphone adapter? Oh no, I think I've lost it. What's this? Yes! Alright, we're in business. I can't hear anything through these iMac speakers. You know what? iMac speakers should be on the front. They shouldn't be underneath. That's a bit silly, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit retarded. Right, in that goes. Once I get all this worked out, I can do these streams a lot better. Because it's a bit bullshit at the moment. Let me get my bacon out of the way. I've been having American-style bacon. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'll give you guys a little loop of what I'm working on here. How do I close this? Go away. Okay, I'll loop this while I plug my headphones in. Oh, there's two versions. Fair enough. Oh, that's better. Wow, I can hear stuff now. Brilliant. Such a DIY system. Okay, let me check my other version of live here. Is my voice coming through okay? Testing. Yeah. Oh, peak. So this is, I'm actually running two versions of Ableton Live here to get this working. I have this one for my microphone, which I hide, and then I have the other one, obviously, where I do all my music stuff. Let me check this piece of shit. Is this thing still working? Yes. Yes, apparently. Apparently the video quality isn't so good, but we shall endure. We shall endure. Yeah, I don't know. It's trying to do 30 frames per second. That's a bit excessive. I don't know. I wish I could modify that somehow down to like 15 or 12. That's probably why it's peaking a bit. But oh well. So yes, I'm laying down drums for this. Let's see. Going to BFD2. Oh yes. If you're listening to that, if that's in stereo and you're listening to that on headphones, that should sound pretty damn good. BFD2, man. All right. I think Ustream, if you're using the Ustream web applet, I think it down mixes everything to mono and it sounds like balls. These are all different hats. That's nice. It's got some sparkle to it. So, yes, that's still loading the hi-hats. Loading. These are BFD2 drums. Good fun. These are all sampled, multi-sampled, which means that I can do this and you get all these different velocity layers, which is good fun. And of course I need a crash cymbal donor, but not for this mix. I think I'll be alright. Is that peaking, I wonder? Let's have a look. No, it's just very loud. Well, we are peaking a bit. Cool. Okay. So here's the next awesome thing about BFD2. You might notice that these drums sound quite distant. And that's because we're using all microphones. Now check this out. We can turn off the overhead mic, the room mic, and the ambient mics. We can turn all that off. So now we should have just direct. But I think that's just for the hi-hat, actually. We need to... Oh, no, we're good. Okay, so now we've got just the direct mics. These are the contact mics on the drums, which are significantly quieter. Forgive my early morning shittiness drumming. But now we can obviously turn up just the ambient microphones. And these are all real, by the way. These are all multi-samples with multiple microphones so that you can really customize how your drums sound. And I think the overheads always sound the nicest to me. So really, I think I'm just going to go with mostly direct. Now, the other thing I like to do with my drums, let me see if you guys are still here. Yes, good. Okay, good. If you're just joining us, folks, I'm testing this piece of crap here. This is called the Ustream Producer. I suppose it's all right for a piece of free software. The whole point here is that I can record my screen and audio. But the thing that's really impressing me at the moment is that people here are saying it's really good audio. It's in stereo, so I'm really happy about that. Any idea why the stream I'm getting pauses every 3 to 5 seconds? That's no good. I need to... Yeah, this thing is trying to stream at 30 frames a second. I mean, that's kind of insane. I wish there was a way for me to toggle that down. Because that's... You don't need 30. That's crazy. 12 is really all you need for a webcam. But anyway. Oh, that's feeling good. Let me boost these drums a bit. Usually when you chuck drums into a mix like this, you need to turn the whole mix down and then you need to bring the drums up. Because obviously those drums are, when you make, when you concentrate on your mix like this, you're leveling out for all of those sounds. But drums tend to be a lot peakier and a lot louder. So we need to kind of, and the other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck a saturator on these drums. Check this out. So here is dry. And here's saturated. We can really do strong saturation, but it's going to be too much. Yeah, that's crazy. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just EQ these slightly so that they come out on top in the mids and the mid-highs. But not too much. Why does that kick drum sound like it's peaking? Right, it's just the saturator. Oh, I just can't do this in the morning. Okay, I will... See, I'm not liking the way that kick drum's blowing out. Maybe we don't need it. I don't know. I wish there was a way to EQ... maybe there is a way to EQ this. There we go. That's a bit better. Sounds all right. Okay, I'm going to drop this. I'm thinking these drums, they sound good, but I think because they're acoustic and because they're recorded through analog gear, it all sounds a little bit, Like against this mix, it might sound a bit loose. Anyway, I'm going to turn this down, turn drive down to 3 dB. And actually, oh, that's a bit better. Yeah, okay. Let me record that. I'll do a public chat check shortly. It's much nicer, I think, having a view of my screen instead of just a shot of me sitting at a computer for 3 hours. Apparently I can alternate between the two, actually, screen and webcam, but that means we lose audio, I think. Let's check that, shall we? I'll do this. I'll be very careful with this. Let's see if I can switch to my webcam. Okay. Okay. Cool. Wow, that still works. Nice. There's me looking like a gimp. I'm doing the trio. I'm doing the glasses, the headphones. Well, I'm doing 4 things. It's very cold here. I'm doing a scarf, glasses, headphones, beanie, jacket. Wow. Okay. Now, let's see if we can switch back to this. Yes. Wow. Cool. Okay. Am I going to drop these drums already or what? Just something simple, I guess. With accounting. Cool. Now we bring up our piano roll. This is definitely my most dreaded part of Ableton Live right here. The goddamn piano roll. If you're using a Mac mouse, which I always found very unintuitive, the way it interprets your mouse movement. If you're using a Mac mouse, this is a real bloody disaster. I'm not sure what this grey area is, really, so I'm just going to consolidate this into a fresh MIDI track, which gets rid of that. I don't know why. I'm not an Ableton Live professional yet, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So these notes are very loose, obviously. I'm going to go into quantize settings and I'm going to quantize it to 1/16th triplet because we have some swing beat in there. And I'm going to quantize maybe 80%. Leave a little bit of looseness in there. Let's see how that fares against the metronome. No, that's no good. Let's fix this kick drum up here. Triplet grid. Let's see. That needs to be maybe, I don't know. That's it. And now the cool thing is we can kind of improvise a bit here. We can add some other little swings in here. Maybe chuck another. Whoa. This grid is... I don't like this grid as much as I like the grid in FL Studio, because you see the grid in FL Studio, it marks the downbeats very clearly, whereas these lines are all the same. So I'm looking at this and I kind of have to go by these numbers now, which is a bit more confusing. 3.3, 3.3.3, I don't know what that means. 3.4, 3.4.3, I don't know. I wish they would sort of figure out something with... I suppose you can maybe go medium. Yeah, it still doesn't help me much. It would be nice if they highlighted the downbeats. It would make this whole piano roll bullshit just a bit easier. Okay, quick public chat check. Let's see if anything's wrong for anybody. 3 people getting lag, 4 people getting lag. That's not good. I thought that it was called. It looks like well, at least seconds probably the best. Working with Bryant. I stopped working with Bryant just because we weren't really functioning as people. We didn't have a very functional business relationship at the end of the day. It happens sometimes. You work with some people and it's just not pleasant. Sometimes you just don't click with someone, and we definitely weren't seeing eye to eye on many things. But it just happens. Sometimes you're just a bit too different to get along. Anyway, let's do this again. Okay, I don't like that kick drum being there. Turn off that thing. I'm going to chuck an open hat there. Turn off triplet. I guess you don't want to make the drums too busy. And they're too loud. The other thing that I like to do is I like to sort of compress drums a little bit just to get the textures of the tails in the strikes to come out a bit more. You need to be very careful, I think, compressing drums, because you can destroy them completely if you don't compress them right. So let's chuck on a compressor here. You guys probably can't see that at all. We can hear now that the peaks are flattening out a bit. If I A and B them, that's compressor on, and this is compressor off. There's more snap, you see. How can we resolve that? I think maybe if we increase our attack time so it doesn't squash it so readily. That's a little bit better. You see, if I turn attack all the way down, it's flattening it completely, so you don't want to do that. If I really emphasize this, you see, that's an example of shit sounding drums. That's got more snap to it. That takes some of the snap away by raising the in-betweens too much. So that 12 millisecond attack time gives the snap more of a chance to come back through the transients, lets the transients back in. And I'm just heightening my threshold here so it doesn't, like, do that sort of shit. So that's a little bit plain. That just gives it a bit more presence. Now, the other cool thing is that you can go into the BFD2 settings here. Hang on, let me just check this chat quickly. Lag is over. Oh, that's good to know. The lines show the musical measures you're using. Yes, I know, but they don't indicate the downbeats and the half beats like they do in FL Studio, which I always really liked. Wish I could stay for longer, but I just got home for it. Okay. See ya, Andy. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I got to get into that. You expect me on $10.5. Okay. All right. Well, I guess it's working. I guess it's working for people. So this is BFD2. This is where my drums are coming from. Let me turn my MIDI back on. So the cool thing is you can go into the mixer here in BFD2, which I think is this, and you can now choose, let's see, you've got, let me solo this snare drum, yeah? Solo the snare drum. Whoops. Okay, so we've got microphones here on the bottom of the snare, which is this, the top of the snare, and I think that's the same thing. So you combine all three mics and you get the full sound of the snare drum. Obviously, you've also got your various room microphones. You've got the overheads, you've got the room mics. I think I've turned room mic for the snare off. That's the room for the snare. And you can mix all of these live while you're performing, which is awesome. Now, let me unsolo this stuff. So I can turn direct, so I can solo the direct mics, and that gets us mono. I can also solo the overheads, which is more stereo, because overheads are obviously 2 mics above the kit. You just take away a lot of the bottom end that way, so a bit of direct is good. They're sounding very roomy. I'm not sure if that sounds good against the mix. I think it's making the drums sound a bit less intimate. If I turn this compressor down, they're getting just a little bit closer now, which I like. I'm actually going to go back into B52 and try to get these drums a bit closer even. Just alter this EQ. And I'm deciding I'm going to try a different snare drum because I'm not too happy with that. That's very boomy. It's got a nice kind of shine. Let's see how this snare drum sounds. Might be a really bad choice. See, if I wanted to make that snare work, I'd have to pull out a lot of that mid. Yeah, snare drum's not really doing it. Let's see.